Have you noticed that no matter how early you go to bed, you keep waking up at 2 or 3 in the morning? You lie there staring at the ceiling, wishing for just one night of deep, peaceful sleep. Here is the truth that surprises many seniors. Some of the habits you believe are healthy may actually be the hidden reason your body refuses to rest. Herbal teas, melatonin tablets, even certain sleep snacks can quietly disrupt your natural sleep rhythm. And every morning you pay the price, waking up tired, foggy, and drained before the day even begins. Today, I will show you one of the simplest and most overlooked solutions sitting right in your own kitchen. It is not another pill, and it does not cost much. In fact, this familiar vegetable has been used for centuries to calm the body and reset natural sleep. You may never look at your dinner plate the same way again. Before we begin, I want to hear from you. Where are you watching this video from, and what time of day is it for you right now? Leave your answer in the comments. And if you enjoy this video, hit subscribe. If not, then just tap the like button. Why sleep declines? After age 60, as we grow older, many of us notice that sleep no longer feels the same as it once did. You might still head to bed around the same hour, but the deep, unbroken rest that carried you through your younger years becomes harder to reach. The science behind this change is clear. After the age of 60, the body naturally produces less melatonin. The hormone that signals it is time to rest, and less serotonin, which helps regulate mood and relaxation. At the same time, your circadian rhythm, the internal clock that tells you when to feel sleepy, begins to drift out of sync, often leaving you restless at night and drowsy in the morning. For many older adults in America, these biological shifts are only the beginning. Medications commonly prescribed after 60, such as statins for cholesterol blood pressure pills or treatments for stomach acid, can all interfere with natural sleep patterns. A single pill might not seem like much, but taken every evening for years, it can quietly chip away at the quality of your rest. Add to this the invisible weight of everyday stress, worries about retirement savings, health insurance, or caring for a spouse, and your mind often refuses to quiet down when the lights go out. Technology brings another challenge. Many seniors find comfort in watching late-night television or scrolling through a phone before bed. Yet the bright blue light from these screens tells the brain it is still daytime, delaying melatonin release and pushing sleep farther away. You may not realize it, but that favorite crime show at 10 p.m. or checking the news headlines before turning in could be stealing precious hours of rest. The result is a cycle you may already know too well. You drift off for a short while, only to wake around 2 or 3 in the morning, unable to return to sleep. Or you toss and turn through the night, waking at sunrise, with the heavy feeling that you never truly rested. The next day feels slower, your energy lower, and your patience thinner. Everyday tasks, cooking, driving, even simple conversations demand more effort when your body and mind are still carrying last night's exhaustion. It is easy in these moments to blame yourself or to think this is simply part of aging. But here is the truth. While sleep does change with age, it does not mean you are powerless. Small, thoughtful adjustments can make a big difference. Turning off the television an hour before bed, dimming the lights in your home, or setting aside a quiet routine like gentle stretching or reading can help reset your body's clock. If you take medications, ask your doctor whether the timing or dosage might be affecting your sleep. Even a short conversation could uncover a simple solution. Most importantly, remember this: your body is still capable of deep restorative sleep even after 60. It may take new habits and a bit more patience, but your nights do not have to remain restless. By understanding the hidden reasons behind sleep loss and taking steady, gentle steps, you can guide your body back toward the rest it craves and wake each morning with more clarity, strength, and hope. Onions, from everyday food to natural remedy. For most of our lives, we have thought of onions as nothing more than a flavor in the kitchen, something to add to soups, casseroles, or a family barbecue. Yet if you look back through history, onions were treated very differently. Ancient Egyptians believed they had healing powers, even placing them in tombs as a symbol of life. In India, onions were used in traditional medicine to cool the body and settle digestion. Across Europe, they were recommended for calming nerves and strengthening the heart during times when doctors had little more than herbs to offer. This long tradition reminds us that what we see as a simple cooking ingredient may actually carry far deeper benefits than we realize. Modern science is now confirming much of what our ancestors already suspected. Onions contain groups of natural compounds known as flavonoids and saponins. These are not just fancy scientific terms. In plain words, they are natural sedatives that help the nervous system slow down at the end of the day. For seniors who often feel wound up at night, even when the body feels tired, this gentle calming effect can make a real difference. Along with these, onions are surprisingly rich in tryptophan, the same amino acid found in foods like turkey that makes you feel sleepy after a big holiday meal. Tryptophan is what your body uses to make serotonin and melatonin, two key hormones that regulate mood relaxation and deep sleep. Another set of compounds inside onions are sulfur-based molecules. They are the reason onions make you tear up when you slice them, but inside the body, they do something far more useful. These compounds help stabilize the rhythm of the heart and steady your breathing, two natural signals that prepare the body for rest. Think about the last time you tried to fall asleep after a stressful day. Your heart might have raced, your chest felt tight, and your breathing was shallow. Onions gently counteract those patterns, nudging your system toward calmness instead of agitation. What this really means is that onions are not only about taste. They can act as a kind of messenger, sending your body the signal that the day is over, and it is time to let go. In many ways, it is like turning off the last lamp in the house or locking the front door before bed. Your body needs cues to know that night has arrived, and onions can be one of those cues. Across America, many older adults are quietly discovering this for themselves. A retired teacher in Ohio shared that after adding onions to her evening meal, she began falling asleep faster within a week. A grandfather in Arizona tried placing onions near his pillow and noticed he woke fewer times during the night. These stories may sound simple, but when you have spent years struggling with restless sleep, even one solid night can feel like a miracle. Of course, onions are not a magic cure. They will not erase every worry or fix every health problem. But they offer something that many seniors long for: a natural, safe, and affordable option that does not require another prescription bottle on the nightstand. The beauty of this approach is that it does not ask you to change your entire lifestyle. You are simply using a vegetable you already know in ways that support the rhythms of your aging body. So the next time you see an onion in your kitchen, try to see more than just an ingredient. See it as a gentle tool, a reminder that even the most ordinary foods can help restore balance. Sleep may change as we age, but it does not have to disappear. With small, thoughtful choices, you can guide your body back toward the deep rest it craves, and wake each morning with a little more peace, energy, and hope. Method 1. Eating onions with dinner. For many older adults, dinner is more than just the last meal of the day. It is a moment to pause, to gather at the table, and to let the body begin the process of slowing down. Because of this, the evening meal is also the best time to choose foods that gently prepare the body for sleep. Onions, though often seen as nothing more than a cooking staple, can serve as a natural helper when eaten at dinner. They quietly send the body a signal that it is safe to rest. Science explains why. Onions contain natural compounds that support the production of serotonin and melatonin, the hormones that regulate relaxation and sleep. They are also gentle on digestion when prepared properly. Their natural sweetness means you can season a meal with less salt, a benefit for anyone managing blood pressure. For seniors who often deal with bloating or restless nights, even a small adjustment like this can make a noticeable difference. There are two simple ways to enjoy onions at dinner. One is raw in modest amounts of about 30 to 50 grams, or roughly a quarter cup. Sliced thin into a salad, they offer a crisp taste and the strongest concentration of active compounds. The other method is cooked onions. A medium bulb, about 100 to 120 grams, can be roasted, sautéed, or simmered in soup. Cooking softens the bite, makes them easier to digest, and still preserves their sleep-supporting effects. One overlooked advantage is how cooked onions naturally enhance flavor. Their sweetness can take the place of heavy sauces or excess seasoning, keeping dinner light and satisfying without weighing you down. Imagine a bowl of warm onion soup on a cool evening, or roasted onions served with chicken and vegetables. These dishes feel comforting and nourishing, while also helping the body settle. Real experiences highlight how effective this simple step can be. A woman in Florida began adding onions to her evening soups, and soon found she fell asleep faster and stayed asleep longer. A retired couple in Minnesota roasted onions with their vegetables several nights a week and discovered they both woke less often during the night. These stories show that the benefits are real and reachable. A word of caution: do not eat raw onions on an empty stomach, as they may cause irritation. Stick to modest amounts, and if raw onions are uncomfortable, choose cooked instead. Buy firm onions with dry skins and store them in a cool, dark place so they stay fresh and ready to use. This method does not require strict rules or a complicated diet. It is a small but thoughtful addition to meals you already enjoy. Dinner becomes not just nourishment, but also a gentle bridge toward the rest your body needs. By including onions at this time, you give yourself one more tool to sleep peacefully. Within a few evenings, you may notice you drift off more easily, wake less often, and rise in the morning with renewed energy. Method 2. Placing onions beside the pillow. Not everyone wants to change what they eat, and for many seniors, adjusting diet feels overwhelming or uncomfortable. That is why this next method is so appealing. It requires no cooking, no shopping for special ingredients, and no change to your daily meals. You simply use an onion in a new way and let its natural aroma do the work for you. The principle is surprisingly simple. When an onion is sliced, it releases natural compounds into the air. These create a gentle fragrance that has been shown to calm the nervous system, making it easier for your body to relax before bedtime. For older adults who often struggle with racing thoughts or restless breathing at night, this subtle aroma can serve as a quiet signal that it is time to rest. There are also small but helpful side benefits. The scent of onions can deter mosquitoes and other insects, reducing the buzzing or biting that often disturbs sleep, especially during warmer months. In this way, the onion creates not only a calming environment, but also a more peaceful and protected sleeping space. The method could not be simpler. Take half of a fresh onion, slice it, and place it in a clean bowl next to your pillow. Replace it every 3 to 5 days to keep the aroma fresh and hygienic. If the smell feels too strong, you can adjust by placing the bowl a little farther away, perhaps on a nightstand or a chair near the bed. Many seniors who have tried this approach report encouraging results. One man in Texas said he noticed he breathed more easily through the night, almost as if his chest had loosened. A woman in Ohio shared that she slept more soundly and woke up less often, even though she had struggled for years with insomnia. While these stories are personal, they reflect a pattern many older adults experience: gentle, natural improvement without pills or complicated routines. Of course, this is not a miracle cure, and it may not work the same for everyone. But it offers a safe, low-effort option for anyone looking to try a natural method before turning to stronger solutions. Even if the improvement is modest, having one more tool to support restful sleep can feel empowering. So if you find yourself tired of restless nights but hesitant to change your meals, consider this simple step. An onion beside your pillow may seem unusual, but for many, it becomes a small comfort, a quiet ally in the search for deeper, steadier rest. Method 3. A jar of crushed onions beside the bed. Some nights feel heavier than others. You climb into bed carrying the weight of stress, your mind still racing, and no matter how tired your body feels, sleep refuses to come. For these difficult evenings, when waiting for results over a week is simply not enough, there is a stronger method that many seniors find surprisingly effective. It uses onions in their most concentrated form, and the effect can be felt almost immediately. The science is straightforward. When an onion is crushed, its active compounds are released in the highest concentration. These include natural sedatives and sulfur-based molecules that calm the nervous system and relax breathing. Instead of waiting for your body to process onions through digestion, this method allows you to inhale their benefits, directly helping your mind and body shift more quickly into rest. The steps are easy to follow. Take a fresh onion, crush it, and place the pieces into a clean glass jar. At bedtime, simply open the lid and keep the jar near your bedside. Adjust the distance based on comfort closer for a stronger effect farther if the aroma feels too intense. The scent is strongest in the first few hours, exactly when most seniors struggle to fall asleep. Many older adults who try this approach report that it helps them drift off within minutes, especially on nights filled with tension. A retired nurse in Michigan shared that she used the jar on evenings when she worried about her health, and she noticed she fell asleep faster and woke fewer times during the night. Another man in Arizona said it eased the sense of heaviness in his chest that usually kept him tossing and turning. These stories highlight the power of this simple natural tool when the mind refuses to settle. A useful tip is to save this method for nights when stress is unusually high or when insomnia has built up after several restless evenings. Think of it as a stronger option in your toolbox, not something you need every night. It may sound unusual, but the relief can feel real and immediate. You are not adding another pill, nor are you forcing yourself into a strict routine. Instead, you are using the natural strength of a vegetable already sitting in your kitchen to remind your body that it is time to rest. Even when worries feel overwhelming, this small action can help restore calm and bring the promise of a better night's sleep. Method 4. Drinking diluted onion juice. Before bed, for seniors who have tried countless tricks, yet still struggle with restless nights, sometimes a stronger step is needed. Placing onions by the pillow or inhaling their scent can help, but for those who want a direct and faster effect, onion juice provides the most powerful method. It may sound unusual, but for many older adults, this simple practice has turned long, sleepless nights into steady, restorative rest. The reason onion juice works lies in its concentrated nutrients. Onions are naturally rich in tryptophan, the amino acid your body uses to make serotonin and melatonin. These are the very hormones that regulate when you feel sleepy and how deeply you rest through the night. Along with tryptophan, onions contain quercetin, a powerful antioxidant that reduces inflammation and protects brain cells, helping keep the nervous system calm. Added to this are sulfur compounds that naturally lower cortisol, the stress hormone that keeps your mind racing long after you have turned out the lights. Together, these compounds form a gentle but effective signal telling your body it is time to let go. The preparation is simple. Take 1 medium onion, juice it, and measure out 1 to 2 teaspoons of the liquid. Mix it into about half a cup of warm water, roughly 100 milliliters, to soften the flavor and make it easier on your stomach. Drink this mixture after dinner about 20 to 30 minutes before bedtime. The warmth of the water helps soothe digestion, while the onion juice begins to deliver its natural compounds directly to your system. Many seniors who try this method report noticing changes within a few nights. A retired school teacher in Pennsylvania said she began sleeping through the night after only 3 evenings of drinking diluted onion juice. A man in Florida who had battled insomnia for over a decade shared that he finally woke up refreshed, something he thought was lost forever. These are personal accounts, but they reflect the same theme, a simple kitchen remedy offering results that medication sometimes fails to provide. Still, this is not without cautions. Onion juice is potent, and drinking it on an empty stomach may cause irritation or heartburn. Always take it after dinner, never first thing in the morning or on a completely empty stomach. Do not exceed more than a single medium onion's worth of juice per day, as too much can upset digestion. Seniors with especially sensitive stomachs should start with a smaller amount, perhaps just 1 teaspoon diluted in warm water, and see how their body responds. The goal is gentle support, not discomfort. Beyond the science, there is an emotional side worth acknowledging. Many older adults carry invisible worries to bed, concerns about health, finances, or even the fear of losing independence. These worries often keep the body tense, preventing sleep. Onion juice, by lowering cortisol and supporting natural melatonin, helps break that cycle. It is not just about falling asleep faster. It is about easing into bed with a calmer mind, free from the heavy weight of anxious thoughts. Think of this method as a way to reclaim a sense of control. Instead of reaching for another prescription bottle, you are choosing a natural, accessible option right from your own kitchen. you are taking back some power over your health, making a small choice that can deliver meaningful results. The beauty of onion juice is its simplicity. It does not require expensive supplements or complicated routines. It asks only for consistency and trust in the body's ability to respond to natural signals. Within 3 nights, many seniors begin noticing deeper rest, fewer awakenings and mornings that feel lighter and more hopeful. So if you have been struggling night after night, and you are ready for something more direct, give this method a try. Respect the cautions, listen to your body, and allow the nutrients in onions to guide you gently into the restorative sleep you deserve. Even at an older age, deep rest is not out of reach. With patience, care, and small steps like this, you can once again wake up with clarity, strength, and the comfort of knowing your body still remembers how to rest. Important precautions to keep in mind. Whenever we explore a natural remedy, it is important to remember that every body is different, especially as we age. Onions are generally safe for most adults, but there are situations where caution is needed. If you are allergic to onions or to related vegetables, it is best to avoid these methods. Reactions can be as mild as stomach upset or as serious as swelling and rashes. Respecting your body's signals is always the safest choice. For seniors taking blood-thinning medications, onions deserve extra caution. Certain compounds inside onions can interact with these prescriptions, increasing the risk of bleeding. If you are on warfarin or similar drugs, speak with your doctor before adding onions as a nightly aid. A quick conversation can prevent complications and give you peace of mind. Digestive conditions are another concern. Raw onions can irritate the stomach, especially for those with irritable bowel syndrome or frequent heartburn. They may cause bloating gas or reflux if eaten at the wrong time. Cooked onions are usually gentler, but it is wise to start with small amounts and notice how your body responds. Even for healthy seniors, moderation matters. Aim for 30 to 50 grams of raw onion daily, about a quarter cup. For cooked onions, 1 medium bulb is enough. Eating more is unlikely to improve sleep and may instead upset digestion. Consistency in small amounts works better than taking too much too soon. If you are using onions by your bedside, remember hygiene. A sliced onion in a bowl or a jar of crushed onion should be replaced every 3 to 5 days. Old onions may carry bacteria or develop unpleasant odors that disturb rather than improve sleep. Finally, keep in mind that results differ from person to person. Some people notice improvement within a few nights, while others may feel gradual change over time. Do not be discouraged if progress is slow. Natural remedies often work gently, rewarding patience and steady use. By following these precautions, you can safely explore whether onions help you rest more deeply, knowing you remain in control of your health choices. Let's take a gentle pause here. We have talked about how something as simple as an onion can become a natural tool to help calm the body and support deeper sleep. From adding it to your dinner, to placing it near your pillow, to even trying diluted onion juice, you now have several small and practical steps you can explore. But please remember, everything we've shared today is for general information only. If you have specific health conditions, take medications, or notice ongoing symptoms, it is always best to speak directly with your doctor before making changes. Your safety and well-being come first. Before you go, I would love to know more about what matters most to you. Type the number in the comments. Type 1 if you want to learn more about weak bones and how to avoid fractures. Type 2 if you are curious about memory decline and dementia. Type 3 if boosting brain power is your top priority. Your voice helps shape what we create next, and I truly value your input. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel, tap the notification bell, and share this video with a friend or family member who may also benefit. Together, we can build a community that supports one another in aging with strength, wisdom, and peace of mind.